As we all know, the subject of money isn't taught in schools, so most people learn how money works at home from their parents. But the real problem is that not all parents know how money works, or rather, almost none of them. What we are taught from an early age by our parents remains imprinted in our brain, and it is what makes the difference between a rich person and a poor one. So today I'm going to show you 9 money lessons you need to teach your kids if you want to give them the best financial life. Especially lesson 6 is the one that every millionaire repeats to their kids every day. So let's start. Lesson 1. Money is not just paper, it is a tool that buys choices. Rich parents explain that $1 is really a vote for freedom. When mum can choose to take Thursday off to watch the school play instead of pleading for a shift swap, that is money at work. To make the point concrete, Dad might hand an 8-year-old $2 at the amusement park and say, "This bill can buy 1 extra ride or 1 frozen lemonade. Your choice shows what matters more to you." The child learns that spending is deciding between options, not just grabbing everything shiny. Later, the same child will weigh new shoes against saving for a school trip and understand why the decision belongs to them, not to the marketing jingle. Lesson 2. Know the difference between an asset and a liability and say the words out loud. An asset puts cash into your pocket, even while you sleep. A liability takes cash out. A 10-year-old can grasp the idea when shown a rental scooter that spits out $5 a day versus a toy drone that needs new batteries every week. The scooter is an asset. The drone is a liability. Rich parents point to real household items. The washing machine is an asset because it saves laundromat quarters. The subscription box that sends random gadgets is a liability unless you sell the gadgets for a profit. With that lens, a 16-year-old can look at a used car. If it lets them deliver groceries for side income and the gas cost is low, the car leans toward asset territory. If it sports turbo rims that double the insurance premium, it slides toward liability. Clear language shapes clear choices. Lesson 3. Track every dollar, because what gets measured gets mastered. Parents who want financially sharp kids start with a notebook or a phone app. Each allowance dollar earns a line. If the child buys a soda, the cost is recorded. After 1 month, the child sees patterns, maybe 5 quiet trips to the candy aisle, add up to $20 of melted sugar. Seeing the total hurts more than hearing a lecture. Rich parents keep their own spending visible too. They might post the monthly grocery total on the fridge and let the child help hunt for cheaper cereal or spot wasted leftovers. The rule is gentle. We do not shame spending, we shine a light on it. Numbers become friends, not enemies. Lesson 4. Money arrives 3 ways: hours, systems, capital. School teaches the first way, trade time for pay. Rich parents demonstrate all 3. A 12-year-old spends Saturday washing cars in the driveway. That is hour for dollar. Next month, she pays her cousin $2 per car to help and books double the clients. Now she has a system. She earns even when she steps away to print flyers. When the car wash jar hits $50, she buys a used vacuum to upsell detailing. That vacuum is capital, an asset that earns while idle between jobs. The simple sequence shows why wealthy adults chase more than overtime. They build systems and plant capital, so money works weekends without them. Lesson 5. Habits beat windfalls. Winning a spelling bee prize feels good, but setting aside 10% of every random gift creates a lifelong muscle. Rich parents automate habits early. A grandparent's birthday check arrives, and before the toy catalogue appears, Dad helps the child split it. Half into a high-yield savings account labelled Opportunity. Half free to spend. The split becomes reflex. At 17, the child lands a part-time paycheck. 10% slides into a Roth IRA before it hits checking because the habit needle was set years earlier. Compound interest loves habits, not jackpots. Lesson 6. Responsibility is non-negotiable. Wealth grows where blame shrinks. In a comfortable household, it is easy to rescue kids from every slip, but rich parents let natural money consequences teach early at low stakes. If a child forgets their field trip fee and the bus leaves without them, they miss the trip. Painful for one day, powerful for life. When a teen overdrafts a beginner checking account, the parent does not wire an instant refill. They sit together, call the bank, pay the fee from chore money, and set up low balance alerts. The young person learns that banks rent money and charge rent when you miss the terms. Personal responsibility is cheaper learned at 16 than at 36. Lesson 7. People's skills convert ideas to income. Parents stage tiny negotiations. One child wants to swap chores. The house rule. Offer a fair trade. Support it with reasons. Shake hands when done. At family dinner, each kid describes one good thing another classmate did that day. The focus on positive observation trains empathy, which later opens sales doors. Rich parents also rehearse greetings, posture, and eye contact before school events. A confident handshake may raise lifetime earnings by thousands because a future hiring manager feels respect from the first hello. Money often flows through relationships, so the lessons cover words and body language as much as balance sheets. Lesson 8. Patience turns small seeds into tall trees. To illustrate, a parent might plant 2 bean seeds in clear cups with cotton. One seed stays dry but visible, the other receives a teaspoon of water daily. After a week, the watered seed sprouts. The child connects invisible patience to visible growth. Next step, a simple index fund statement showing dividends reinvested quarterly. Even if the number reads 89 cents, the parent circles the dividend line and says, "That is your money-making babies." When a classmate buys a phone on a payment plan, the patient child remembers the bean cup and asks whether the phone grows more beans or just asks for more water. Lesson 9. The world is abundant. There is always another dollar looking for a helpful home. Rich parents fight scarcity talk. They avoid blanket phrases like, "we can't afford that," and instead say, "that is not a priority right now." The shift tells the child, money is a choice, not a ceiling. When the family drives past an empty retail space, Dad might brainstorm 5 business ideas aloud. Mum might point out that the weekend flea market started with one neighbour renting a stall. The message: problems hide paychecks. If you solve bigger problems, you invite bigger paychecks, and there is room for everyone willing to serve. Thread these 9 lessons through everyday routines, and they add up to far more than pocket change. Imagine a Tuesday night. You and your 10-year-old plan homemade pizza instead of delivery. You list ingredient costs together and discover the homemade version saves $12. The child splits the savings. $6 goes to their opportunity account. $6 becomes their choice of movie rental. During the film, you pause to show how many pizzas the handheld vacuum paid for this month in the car wash sideline. All the while, you treat money talk as natural dinner conversation, not taboo. Over months, the child sees saving, spending, investing, and generosity as equal pillars of a healthy budget. For viewers who grew up without these talks, it's never too late to start. Just apply the 9 rules we saw previously. At the beginning, you will have to fight with contrary beliefs. But with consistency, you will see how it will become easier and easier. Will these 9 ideas guarantee every kid becomes a millionaire by 25? Of course not. Life throws curveballs, markets dip, and interests shift. But kids armed with these principles carry a compass. Remember the school timetable that skips money class. You are now the instructor. The syllabus fits on an index card. Money buys choices. Assets feed you. Track every dollar. Earn with hours, systems, and capital. Stack habits. Own mistakes. Master people skills. Praise patience. See abundance. Post it on the fridge. Review one line each week. Let the kids quiz you back. In a few years, the results will appear in savings balances, entrepreneurial experiments, and confident conversations at dinner. You will not need to brag. The compound numbers will speak for themselves. And when a friend says no one ever taught them about money, you can hand them this 9-line card and say, "Class is still in session. Want to join?" And for you who have come this far in the video, I want to reveal the 10th lesson about money that rich parents teach their children, which, more than being a lesson, is a secret about money that can make you rich starting today. That is, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next videos, where we will understand more and more how to grow your finances. Leave a like if you liked the video, and let me know your idea in the comments. I answer everyone, or at least I'll try, and I'll see you soon.